Herzlich willkommen. Ich bin
Welcome, I'm Raquel Crawford, and today I flew from Berlin directly to Istanbul with Turkish Airlines. I will spend the next 5 days with a delegation of journalists in the country, and what I experience in Turkey, you will see now. With a delegation of journalists from business industry and transportation, think tank scientists, we were informed about Turkey as a business location and companies that have a connection to Germany. In Istanbul, the program included DP World, one of the world's largest port of operators of container ports. Then we went to Yemeksepeti, Turkey's first and largest online food ordering site, a short stop at Arkas Holding, and a visit to the IGA Logistics Center from DHL. We went also to the hair transplant clinic Asmed, and to round up that day, we had dinner at the Turkish Airline headquarters with the CEO in person. After a 1-hour flight to Ankara, the Deputy Transport Minister of Turkey shared information about the National Transport Master Plan, among other things. Next stop was at the Minister of Industry and Technology of Turkey. Then we visit Ushas, an institution of the Ministry of Health Turkish Medical City. And last but not least, the flight went from Ankara to Erzurum, the city at 1,950-meter altitude, which makes it Turkey's largest ski resort. Received by the governor and mayor, we saw sites such as the Congress where in August 1919 the first Turkish National Congress took place under the leadership of Atatürk. Now we hear what role Turkey plays as a business location from the president of the Presidency's Investment Office. Invest in Turkey. What companies should invest in Turkey?
Yeah, thanks for the question. We believe that Turkey is a resilient and fast-growing economy, and it offers a business-friendly investment environment. It offers a deep and competent talent pool, and it offers a wider market access, at the nexus of Europe, Asia, and Africa. So the companies who are looking for high growth, the companies who are looking for resilience in their supply chains, and the companies which are looking for, some talented, people in their organization, they have to consider Turkey in their next investment agenda.
You just say talented. You speaking of like designers and stuff.
Actually, the availability of talent is very wide and deep in Turkey. So companies can find blue-collar people, technical staff, engineers, mid-managers or senior managers for their organizations. And this is a population of 85 million, and half of the population is under the age of 33. So, and this population is quite well educated. Every year we are having around 800,000 university graduates in our country. So they can find all the skill set within the country depending on their needs.
And usually the people go to the beach here to tourism, and now we're going to go to Erzurum. We're going to go to see the mountains and ski, and that's a new approach for me.
Actually, of course, for Turkey, the sun tourism or sun beach and sea tourism is quite well developed, and Turkey is famous with that. But we believe that the Turkey's value proposition for tourism is wider than that. It offers a good, cuisine. The gastronomy tourism is there. Recently, health tourism is increasing in Turkey. We have some very strong cultural tourism bases in Turkey with those antique cities and etc. with the history. And I believe that there are some more opportunities for especially European tourists on the ski resort site. So the city Erzurum that you will be there, it held the Winter Olympics a few years ago, and there is a very good ski resort there, ski mountains there. So I think the tourists from Europe, especially Germany, they can enjoy some other cities for skiing during the winter time.
Our next meeting was in the headquarters of Yemeksepeti Tech Hub. Acquired by delivery hero, Yemeksepeti is Turkey's first and biggest online food ordering site.
So Delivery Hero Tech Hub TechUp is actually a joint venture of Delivery Hero that operates in Turkey, together with its 3 additional TechUps in the globe, as long as Berlin, Singapore, and Taiwan. We started last year a new TechUp in Turkey. It is basically a platform that globally serves technology and product for all Delivery Hero countries across the world, which is more than 70 countries.
Okay, how important is it for Turkey?
It is huge, and we are very excited and lucky actually to have this extra investment from Delivery Hero in Turkey. We've been in partnership with Delivery Hero for since 2015 actually, so we are very closely working together with them, but this is the extra mile that we are very excited for the future. In a talent sense, in a globalization sense, and of course delivering technology from Turkey to all parts of the globe is a very unique chance for all our team members and employees.
What's your goal for the future?
Sorry, and maybe I would like to also add that I mean this like service export is really important as well, and we would like to thank the Presidency Investment Office organizing this delegation, and it will be really important as a foreign investor who is really trying to add up on the service exportation to the country. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now our bus ride takes us across the Bosporus, the strait that separates Istanbul between Asia and Europe. In Yaremka, we visit the DP World. This is one of the largest container terminals in the Gulf of Asmed.
DP World is originally a Dubai-based company, but we have a global presence now. So we are active in 78 different countries, 295 locations. And it's not just ports, we also in warehousing, we are a shipping operator, we have free zones. So we offer a full solution for the entire supply chain.
How important is Turkey for DP World here?
Well, Turkey is an emerging nation, and obviously emerging nation means there's a lot of growth potential, and we would like to tap into that. So it's not our biggest site, but it's a site with a lot of potential. So we want to continue to grow and tap into that potential.
That's how the future will look like.
Let's hope so, yes.
After DP World, we continued to Arkas Logistics, who were responsible, among other things, for the move from Turkish Airlines from Atatürk Airport to the new Istanbul Airport.
We're on a big company tour here to Turkey, and our staff is Arkas. Tell me about it.
Arkas is a holding that is one of the biggest company in Turkey. You are now in Arkas Logistics, which is a subsidiary company under Arkas Holding. We have 3 main core business as holding: shipping, logistics, and terminals.
Okay, and we just saw footage from the biggest move you made. Tell me about that.
Yeah, in 2019, we have done this big mega project that we have carried Atatürk Airport, all staffs on the groundings to Istanbul new airport. We have done this business 16 hours earlier than planned.
In the evening, there was a 5-course dinner at the Turkish Airline headquarters with the chairman of the board and the executive committee of Turkish Airline.
Thank you for the wonderful evening. Tell us in your few words, how much has it grown since you're the boss?
Yes, actually, if you look at it, when I started as a senior vice president. I was in charge of fleet management, fleet planning, and so on. So at that time, we had like 80 aircraft. And from that time, we had always double-digit growth. And we had always profitable growth. Only in 2 years, the Turkish Airline had a loss. One was in 2016, and the other was in the first year of pandemic, 2020. Besides these, every year we had a profit and also like a 10% or 12% growth. So why is that? Because there was a traffic going over Istanbul. We just captured this traffic, and we let the people know about Istanbul, Turkey. So lots of people started coming to Turkey, Istanbul, and then Turkish Airlines naturally grow.
And you just mentioned the energy crisis and the pandemic. How much did it affect it, and how well is it going now?
Right now, the pandemic is over. Now it's around like 2-3% more than 2019 figures. So in next year, we expect that we're going to put around 17-20% more capacity. Still, some routes are not well served before pandemic, So we are going to increase in these destinations, in these frequencies. We are going to increase the frequencies there. So we expect that similar records next year. Yes.
And you just mentioned that Turkish Airline is the story of Turkey. How?
No, actually what I meant, Turkish Airline is not story anymore. Turkey is story. Turkey is story. Lots of beautiful things in Turkey. Culture, civilization, business, art, and gastronomy. So therefore, lots of things to visit Istanbul, to visit Turkey, to learn these. And for that reason, we are going to make sure that these are the things televised and all over the world. Yes.
We're a TV station in Berlin, not all over the world, in Berlin. Tell me how Turkish Airways can do more in Germany.
Actually, I don't have the exact number, but this year we had so many also Germans coming to Turkey, and it's a record high this year. Germans coming to Turkey probably is around how much? 1.5 million this year. So it's a really record high. And also this year 1 million American came to Turkey, as I told you. So more and more we expect that people will come to Turkey.
I'm from Germany, but I'm American too, so I do it both.
So you have two tickets to come to Turkey. One is a German, one is a American. Yes.
Thank you very much. And the expectation for the future in few words?
In fact, yes, we are aware of the recession is coming, but still people will have money and time to come and visit countries. And Turkey is one of the really candidates for people who wants to come, wants to experience new things, wants to see history and culture. Turkey is really the best place in the world to come.
Of course, I couldn't resist of taking a selfie. The next day, we visit DHL 20,000 square meter logistics center.
At the DHL location. Tell me exactly what we're going to see here.
First of all, welcome to our new state-of-the-art building. What you will see here is actually our main sorting center, which is actually serving the whole country. Mm-hmm. It is actually opened in August 2021. Quite new. We invested around 135 million euros to really create one of the state-of-the-art facilities globally, not only for Turkey. And you will see the inbound and outbound operations when we walk through the gateway in a couple of minutes. And this is our environment where we are really proud of.
And how important is this location here in Istanbul?
It is for us crucial. I mean, it is the center. That means we're connecting whole Turkey from here with the globe. That means we have 4 outbound flights and 3 inbound flights. We connect from this airport actually to Bahrain directly, which is connecting all the Middle East environment. We connect from here to UK directly, and we have 2 flights actually connecting also to Germany, to Leipzig, our global hub.
How affected the pandemic and the growing energy crisis you?
Well, the pandemic somehow is over. The pandemic had an effect in 2020, at least for 2 months, where there was lots of uncertainty. But we could see already after April, May, there was a volume catching up, and especially digitalization and e-commerce boomed heavily at the beginning of the pandemic. But at the moment, it's more about uncertainty, it's more about inflation, it's about war, energy crisis. But we from the export side can say that we are still very sustainable, very, let's say, strong. It's not the same growth we had in the big e-commerce part end of 2020, but it's still a growing and successful environment.
How do you think the future is going to look?
Well, nobody knows. Yeah, it's this is, I think, the only thing we know nobody knows, because we don't know, because the war like Russia and Ukraine is affecting us, because the airspace was closed. Asian flights are diverted for 4 hours, which is creating lots of cost. Energy crisis, changing dollar currency, the prices are changing, which is affecting some of the consumer behaviors. We don't know, but we have just published actually in Atlas, which means also a trend report about how the trade will be facilitated, and we can still see that there will be still a growth even in the recession times, and the automatisms of recession and business is not there might be actually diminished after this year, I guess. I hope.
On the next day, our bus journey continued to the Asmed Hair Transplant Clinic. A hair transplant is a procedure in which hair is redistributed into hairless or sparsely haired areas. Since the hair roots come from the patient himself, one also speaks of own hair transplantation.
So our next stop is Asmed, and you do hair transplantation. Tell us about it.
Asmed, I'm doing hair transplantation for 22 years, and only hair transplantation, nothing else. This building is around 10,000 meters square. We only do hair transplantation for a very long time.
How much did it grow? How many people want hair transplantation, and is it mostly men or women too?
Yeah, 95%, 98% men, because the reason of hair loss with women and men is different. So mostly hair transplantation is working for androgenic alopecia, which is related with men hair loss.
Okay. And how long is an operation? How many hair can you count those hairs?
It's possible to count them. So it's not easy to count up. That's the reason we use the more robotic system for counting and evaluating the patients before the surgery. Because hair transplantation, people doesn't know that it's related with mathematics mostly. So that's important to calculate the number of the follicles that you can take from the patient, and the density per square centimeter, all these type of things. You need mathematics and calculation, so that's the reason.
And we just, you showed us around, and there's a new technology which you invented. Tell us about that.
Yes, keyboard and key photo, the two technologies. One of them is an identical photography system. You know that because when you want to share your results, or when you see the operation, how it works after the surgery, you need identical photos. So this system is taking the photo with one step. It's easy for the patients, and it's identical for me to evaluate also before and after photos. And other thing is a robotic scanning system. It's a deep learning system. Before the surgery, after shaving the hair, the robotic system is scanning all the donor area, and you are calculating the number of the follicles per square centimeter, density, the caliber of each hair. It's not possible to do that by manual way. It takes maybe 1 week to evaluate one patient, and this robotic system is doing it in 6 minutes. And after the surgery, when you transplanted the grafts, how many grafts per square centimeter, the density, the patients are always asking, doctor, which density you did in the first frontal part. So the robot is calculating is, and how many grafts. The patients are coming here, and they're paying for 600, for example, or 3,000 grafts. But who knows how many grafts transplanted? It's not possible to count one by one. So also this robotic scanning system are giving them more confidence about the number of the grafts and the quality of the surgery.
So what I think it's perfect, it doesn't take that long, the operation, 5-6 hours, but then the patient can go the next day. So you can be a tourist in Istanbul, come to your clinic at the last 2 days, and then you go home.
Last 2 days is important.
Yes, for you.
Because even it's not so painless, we don't recommend to walk under the sun with the transplanted graft. But it's possible. It's not painful. Most of the patients, even I give them a painkiller, they don't use them. So they can travel the next day.
And they have to come back for a follow-up?
Only the next day I check them, and they don't. If they are sending me the photos, if they have any problems, for example, of course they will send me photos. Sometimes some patients are complaining with redness, which sometimes, depending on the skin sensitivity, it may take 3 months in some cases, not everyone. So this type of complications, they are sending me photos, they are calling me, but it's not. There is no serious complication.
So in your words, who you suggest who should come?
Yeah, this is the the most frequent question. People, doctor, do you think that I need hair transplantation? This is the only question that I don't know about hair transplant. This is something personal decision. If you're happy with your baldness, you don't need it. But if you're looking at the mirror and you want something more, you can come.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next day, we flew to the capital of Turkey, Ankara. In the Ministry of Transport, we got a presentation about the Turkey Logistic Master Plan and National Transport Master Plan from the Deputy Minister of Transport. Turkey's entire infrastructure, such as air traffic, road and rail traffic, and Turkey's 5G satellite is managed from here. We also learned about mega projects such as the Istanbul Canal and its planning. The Istanbul Canal is a canal planned for shipping. It will run parallel to the Bosporus in the western part of Istanbul and connect the Black Sea with the Sea of Marmara. The canal will be 45 kilometers long. Also in the Q&As of the journalists, the route of the Middle Corridor was asked, which is becoming one of the most important trade routes via Turkey between China and the EU due to the development of the Ukraine war. After this highly interesting information, we continue to Ushas. Ushas is a competent institution of the Ministry of Health established in 2019, and its subsidiary Turkish Medical City is Turkey's largest, most comprehensive and most advanced healthcare system for local and international patients. In 2021, about 671,000 people received health services. We were introduced to the health tourism activities of the country.
International Health Services Inc., which is Ushas, is an affiliate company of the Ministry of Health that was established in 2019 by a presidential decree. And we are actually the sole official company of Turkey that has been commissioned officially in order to promote international health care services of Turkey to the world. And our mission actually revolves around this. We aim to collaborate and cooperate in promoting Turkish healthcare services to the world with valuable private-public partnerships. And within this concept, with regards specifically to international healthcare services, we have recently launched the Health Türkiye brand, and under this platform, under the Health Türkiye platform, we have 5 main components. It can be listed as Health Türkiye, the web portal. We have the patient satisfaction surveys. This is basically every single person who comes to our country to get treatment through our web portal, which is healthtürkiye.com, is sent a survey to hear about their complaints or any areas we need to improve ourselves at. And then we have the 24/7 international patient call center, which operates in 6 languages. German is one of them. We have English, French, Arabic, Russian, as I may recall, and German as well. I've already mentioned that. And then we have the Ushas Academy. This is basically for health professionals living outside and who wants to get trained in Turkey. We can send our doctors over there in order to carry out training to the local doctors, or we can have the local doctors over there come into Turkey for a specific period of time with a tailor-made curriculum in order to give out training. So we bring the Turkish side and the international patients under one platform, under the guarantorship, information verified by the Ministry of Health.
What are the top branches?
Well, Turkey actually, with regards to top branches, I could say oncology, cardiology, aesthetics, IVF, basically, gynecology. That's about it.
Our last stop this day, we visit the Ministry of Industry and Technology. There we were received by the Deputy Minister of Industry and Technology of the Republic of Turkey. Kasi is in charge of National Technology Movement and Strategy Transformation Policy. Also for Trademark Office under Turkish Academy of Science and Turkish Space Agency.
The Turkish industry and technology is growing and growing. What makes it so special for a foreign investor?
Actually, Turkey has a huge economy and a huge economic potential, especially the young and dynamic population in this country is one of the crucial strengths of our economy. The median age of Turkey is 32, and the workforce is very talented here in this country, and all foreign investors see the potential of productivity of Turkey in different kind of sectors.
And then there's coming up a tech festival. Tell me shortly about it.
We have been organizing the biggest technology festival in the world for the last 5 years. The name of that festival is Technofest. It's an aerospace and technology festival. In 2019, we had more than 1.7 million visitors in Technofest Istanbul. And in this year's Technofest, in 40 different technology competitions, we had more than 600,000 competitors, and most of them are young people from all cities of Turkey and from more than 100 different countries. And in next year we have Technofest again in Istanbul, and I would like to invite all of you to Istanbul to the biggest technology event in the world.
Well, we're definitely trying to be there. Now we're off to the plane to Erzurum. The airport is only 20-minute drive or bus ride from the heart of Erzurum city center, an Erzurum Ski area. The city, with around 1 million citizens, is located 1,300 kilometers east of Istanbul at an altitude of 1,950 meters and makes it the largest ski resort in Turkey. The Palandöken mountain range is in the south of Erzurum, has several peaks over 3,100 meters high. The provincial capital Erzurum is one of the cultural centers in eastern Turkey and the seat of Atatürk University. The historical sites such as madrasas, mosques, tombs and a citadel on the old town hill were mainly built between the 12th and 18th centuries. After our arrival at the Hilton Hotel in Erzurum at 9:05 a.m. of the 10th of November, this marks the 84th anniversary of the death of the founder of the Turkish Republic, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. Sirens wail nationwide, and a minute's silence is observed. After that, we visit the Erzurum Atatürk House Museum, where the first Turkish National Congress took place from July 27th to August 7th, 1919. Under the direction of Atatürk, this place played a fundamental role in the founding of the Turkish Republic in 1923. The Erzurum Congress was the first conference of Turkish delegates during the Turkish War of Independence that resulted in the abolition of the Ottoman Sultanate. Within a few years, the father of the Turks rebuilt the young republic along the lines of the modern European states, breaking with Ottoman traditions in the process. His concept of state and nation still shapes Turkish society today. After visiting the museum, our companion for the next few days, Ömer Faruk, took us to the governor of Erzurum, and there we learned more about this city.
Hakikaten öyle. Erzurum, Anadolu'nun doğusundaki en önemli Selçuklu kenti. Osmanlı'dan da önce 1000 yıllık Türk İslam medeniyetinin merkezini, izlerini bulabilirsiniz buraya. Bir kişi Almanya'dan buraya niye gelsin? Burada 1000 yıllık bir tarih var. Sadece Türkçe olarak söyleyeyim. 3 kümbetler, çifte minareli medrese, Yakutiye Medresesi, Lalapaşa Camii, Ulu Camii, bunlar 1000 yıl önce yapılmış ve Anadolu'nun ilk üniversitesi kabul ediliyor.
After the obligatory picture with the governor, we went to the mayor of Erzurum.
Önce şunu ifade edeyim. Tabii Erzurum'da turizm önemli bir yer tutuyor. Hayvancılık ve tarım çok önemli bir yer tutuyor. Bunun yanı sıra enerji şehri burası. Biz güneşe 2 kilometre daha yakınız. Bunun için her mevsimde güneşten elektrik elde etmek mümkün. Solar enerji sizler diyorsunuz. Ve biz bunları canlandırdık. Gitgide tabii ekonomimize çok büyük katkı sağlıyor. Bunun yanı sıra şehrimizin tarihi, kültür yapılar söz konusu. Dolaştınız, Çifte Minare, Ulu Cami, hanlar, hamamlar, tabyalar. Bunlar her geçen gün etraflarını açarak turizme kazandırıyoruz bu tesisleri. Ama asıl diğer bir hedefimiz de sanayileşmek. Burası daha çok geçmişte ticaretle ön tarafa çıkan bir şehir iken şimdi artık sanayi, direkt üretim merkezlerini burada kuruyoruz. Bunun başında tekstil, konfeksiyon, dericilik, ayakkabı, terlik sektöründe önemli inşallah bir yer tutacak. Ama bizim yeni sektörlere de ihtiyacımız var. Bunun için mesela ilaç sanayi ile ilgili burada ilaç üretilsin diye bir çalışmamız söz konusu. İnşallah zamanla bunları çok farklı bir konuma taşıyacağız. Şehrimiz kendi kendine yeten, hatta burada ihracat yapılan bir şehir kurumuna girecek. Başta hayvan ürünleri ihracatı, tarım ürünleri ihracatı, organik tarım ürünleri ihracatı olmak üzere önemli bir üretim merkezi olma yolunda önemli adımlarla ilerliyor şehrimiz.
At the end, we were given a lot of gifts, including prayers beads for the men, and we women received jewelry, which was made from the altar stone that occurs in the province of Erzurum. Now we head up to the mountain where we got a unique panorama of Erzurum from the highest restaurant at 2,700 meters. With traditional and local food, we were informed by the general manager of the World Ski Center.
How many ski slopes you have?
We have more than 1,100 kilometer slope. We have very special slope also here. We have slope style, we have half pipe, we have freestyle slopes, we have moguls. This special slope homologated by also FIC, for the International Ski Federation. We have some international organization in here. In 2011, we had Universiad, and also we had some World Cup, snowboard cross, also European game. We will organize this year. We will organize Olympic game for the high school students, like that.
Next year?
Next year, yeah, this season. This season.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wow. And then you have other sports activities and also training camps.
Yeah, we have a lot of activities here. We have ice wall here. Near the slope, imagine that you can skiing on the slope. You can decide to stop just near the ice wall, and you can start very easily climb to ice wall. We have also paragliding here. We have zip line. We have a lot of activities actually.
And I've been to many ski resorts, and it was never so close to an airport.
Yeah, it's very important things for we can here just 15 minutes we can on the slope by the airport. Yeah, just the 15 minutes.
And how is the snowfall here? If there's no snow, you have snow machines.
Yeah, we have now more than 40 kilometers snowmaking systems. Now we can produce snow without. If we don't have snow, we can produce snow.
And since we're a German television station, lots of people don't know that you can go skiing in Turkey. So I love that we can present it.
Yeah, it will be better for us. We have actually some tourists from the Germany, but I will say thank you for all, because I can invite all of German skier. They should come here to ski our wonderful, to see wonderful our resort.
Now we went down into the valley with one of the numerous ski cabins. Lunch was in Erzurum's most famous steakhouse. Delicious. Our next destinations were Erzurum train station. Yakutiye Madrasa, the religious school, was built in 1310 in the Mongolian period. The building now serves as a museum of Turkish Islamic art and ethnography. And right next to it, it's a special highlight for me, my first visit to a mosque. Our last official stop in Erzurum was the training camp of the German national swimming team.
Wir sind jetzt hier ganz überraschend hingekommen. Wer trainiert hier?
Das ist der Bundesstützpunkt Heidelberg, unter anderem halt auch Nationalkader. Wir bereiten uns jetzt hier auf die deutschen Kurzbahnmeisterschaften vor.
Wann sind die?
Nächste Woche, nächstes Wochenende.
Und wie sehr bietet sich denn diese Höhe an, diese Lage hier in Erzurum?
Ja, sehr. Also für Schwimmen oder für Ausdauersportarten ist halt Höhentraining eine recht gute Geschichte, weil man einfach diese physiologische Anpassung dann erhält. Man bekommt ja mehr rote Blutkörperchen auf die Dauer und damit auch mehr die Möglichkeit, Sauerstoff an die Muskelzellen zu transportieren. Deshalb ist Erzurum eine sehr, sehr gute Möglichkeit. Ich bin jetzt zum ersten Mal hier. Mein Kollege aus Leipzig, der mit mir hier ist, der ist schon mal hier gewesen, war sehr begeistert und habe ich gesagt, fahre ich jetzt auch mal
mit. 4 eventful days with a varied program are coming to an end. And with local food and music, I'll review the days as unforgettable moments.